So after I made the Mexican tuna salad, my Mexican family was like, nah, you have to try the chicken salad. So I listened, and here we go. I grabbed a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store. You can make your own, buy it. It's totally up to you. I took the breast of the rotisserie chicken, shred it with a fork. You can use a food processor or whatever you like. I dropped that in the bowl. Then I cut up some scallions, drop that in the bowl. Next, I'm going to go ahead and cut up some cilantro. If you do not like cilantro, you can leave this out. Drop that in the bowl. Then they were like, Mommy, you cannot use the regular jalapeno. You have to use the pickle jalapeno. So I grabbed that, cut it up, dropped it in the bowl, added some corn. I just have to have the corn. Added in some peas and carrots and some potatoes. Then I'm going to go ahead and add in this mayo because I used regular mayo last time. They were like, nah, Mommy, you got to try the mayo with the lime in it. So drop that in the bowl. Then I added some sour cream, some salt and pepper. Then they were like, Mommy, you have to add the juice from the jalapeno. I added that in. Added some lettuce, gave it a nice stir, and this is how it looked. Last time I used crackers, they was like, Mommy, you got to use a tostada. Grabbed my tostada, loaded it up with my chicken salad, added that Valentina hot sauce, and when I tell you this was a hit.